Okay, and that's everything up and running. Hey guys, how is it going? So excited to see all of you today. And we're gonna head right back in and start the new episode of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. We are on episode 3, Turnabout Serenade. We're just getting started. We just proved Waki Kataki last case was not guilty. But his fiance did do it. Oh, let me just reset Twitch chat real quick. Okay, now I can see everybody. Sick. Alright, let's get into this. Let's rock. Alright, well, if you insist. Oh, hell yeah. Excellent, excellent. That's a haircut to be sure. I love you too, Clavier. That's all? Not a murder scene? Alright, rock on, everyone. The party's not over yet. Get out your handkerchiefs for our special guest. That's right, baby. The night's just getting started. Thank you for coming to the Gavineer's Guilty as Charged tour. This ends the first part of tonight's show. There will now be a 20-minute intermission. That's pretty short for an intermission. Normally those bathrooms are packed. Right, backstage hallway. Trucy, you got invited to the concert? That's so cool. I'm so happy for you. So cool! Oh, it's at a Gavineer's concert? Gaviners or Gavineers? I like Gavineers better, but I think it might just be Gaviners. Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. Oh, poor Apollo. The Gaviners, putting the sick back in music. Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice. Sending us those tickets at 20%. Oh, he didn't really send them to you then. They're hard to get a hold of, you know. When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free. Let's head to his dressing room, Apollo. You know, like we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dreamed of being a VIP at a Gaviner show. Trucy, you didn't know who Prosecutor Gavin was before that case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name? Oh, this guy, he was really more like a prince. He let us in. Clavier. What a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Are you sure? Are you sure we're sure? Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock. Okay, yeah, you know what? I accept that. God awful, maybe. Be nice, Apollo. We've heard your vocal warm-ups. I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I got 12 Gavineer albums. They have 12 albums already? What? This guy's like, what, 23? And 15 concert videos. That was quite a bit of impulse shopping. I got in advance of my next 15 years worth of allowance. Trucy, hun, I don't know if the allowance thing is going to continue for 15 more years. For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. I don't know, I did not grow up with like an allowance thing or any like spending money. Like that's very foreign to me. Who would have imagined me here? At the Gaviner's concert. Watching Professor Layton. Prosecutor Gavin, rock. Be nice, he sounded fine. To be honest, it was kind of cool. I'm kind of envious. That's what it is, you're jealous. Not that I'd ever admit that to Trucy, also correct. They just let you back here? Like, no security out here? Yeah, best track in the game. Back at it. Huh, you've made it. Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets. And the invoice you sent along with them. You were incredible up on stage, Mr. Gavin. Nothing like music to brighten the mood after a trial, yeah? Alright, so this is what, a couple days after? And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to myself. It didn't look like the outfit he was wearing on stage. Did he just get changed? Lamiroy? is singing, right? The siren of the ballad? Oh yeah. That flyer said she flew all the way over for this show. That's right. I happened to catch her show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. Lemiror says, "You praise me too highly." Whoa, who's this guy? He's huge! His head hits the top of the screen! Well, I guess kinda everybody but Apollo does. Alright, allow me to introduce Mr. Romain Latouche, Lemiror's manager, and her interpreter, incidentally. Ooh, that might be a conflict of interest. It is a great honor for us to be here, and a great honor for Lemiror to be heard in this country. I don't know if that's a human language, my guys. I think she might be from outer space. That voice. I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful. Girl, no, that came from a spaceship. Oh, I think I've seen her before. Oh, it's Lemiror. I'm actually meeting Lemiror. Lemiror, mysterious songstress. Her quiet, deep song glides through the air, lilting above a sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Like right now? She's got a piano accompaniment right now? Now this music, she is a real artist. Lemiror says, "We have long looked forward to this joint performance." Ah, Lemiror, your voice. It is art. Yet without his piano to guide me, it is but a voice. You know what? I'm vibing with the haircut. I've seen this kid somewhere before. He plays piano at all of Lemiror's concerts. He's cute, and he's a really good pianist, which I can pronounce correctly. Good pianists are a dying breed, I hear. Is this a knock at Phoenix? Allow me to introduce Machi Tobaye. He is blind. Okay, cool, bro. I'm short. I don't know if you need to, like, mention that. This is why he never strays far from Lemiror. They are always together. They're like characters from some fairy tale. Lemiror is so, what's that word? Exotic? And mysterious. Okay, I like that word better. None of those words mean pretty, Apollo. At least your eyes do. Hers is a kind of sightseeing musique. Huh? She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm. Sights into song? That's so poetic. She was gracious enough to put music to my lyrics tonight. The Guitar's Serenade. I hope you enjoy it. Oh boy. Alright, I can't wait. And now it is time. For the next part, we're giving the Gaviners hard rock a little rest. Lemiror, the stage is yours. The band members will not play during Lemiror's ballad. Only Machi's tender tones and Lemiror's dulcet voice. And my guitar, of course. Woohoo! Nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know. I should have learned to play the guitar. A lot of songs about. There's not much romance in the chords of steel. So right, Apollo. Shall we hit the stage then? Good luck, Mr. Gavin. Take care your hearts aren't stolen away, yeah? That's a minor! It's a minor! Let's get back to the concert hall, Polly. Well, Trucy, as Apollo should be an adult, I think. Oh, she's singing in English now? Oh, it's like actually fully animated. That's pretty cool. Those racing platforms are cool and all, but at some point, you've just taken them out of the correct sightline. That all the performers out of the correct sightline that all the lights are aligned for, and you're actually getting a worse performance for it. Well, that's my 2 cents on him anyway. Was she meant to do that? Oh, Clavier seems unbothered. Oh, that seemed to startle him though. Because we can definitely, yeah, he's trying to put it out there, but like, you can definitely add pyrotechnics to the end of a guitar to get fireworks shooting out the ends. That technique's on the older side. That's several years old. We can do that. They could probably do that when this game came out in 2007. Yeah, she was pretty amazing. What's up with Clavier though? I even cried a little. I was surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar. Yeah, that surprised me. And I'm a magician. What a production. What a destruction. Did they only sing one song for the second half? I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. He looked as surprised as I was. Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? No, actually, I went to an outdoor concert one time where they did have so much pyro shooting off the end of guitars. And we were sitting next to a couple with a service dog, and that dog was displeased. Like, obviously he was still on duty, he wasn't, like, causing a racket but he was like, we gotta get out of here, this isn't safe. He was letting everybody know. This isn't okay, this is a dangerous situation. I appreciate his efforts. He was clearly very upset that he's like, I'm trying to get everybody to safety, and everybody was ignoring him. Poor boy. Alright. I think he's my new hero. I'm not sure I'd call that art. Dude, you're so hypocritical. Well, what are we doing here? Let's get going to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes till the... Oh, okay, so he had, like, a 3-part, and the middle one was just having his guest artist. Okay. How many breaks does this band need? Apollo, do you know nothing of costume changes? Idiot. He must show off all the different outfits. Alright, the Gaviners' dressing room. What was that? I was never consulted about it. Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I've asked the man in charge. Play new rock, not Great Balls of Fire. Kinda looked like you were using an acoustic guitar, though. Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever is responsible. He seems upset. I would agree. Apollo Justice, were you the one who tried to torch me? Well, that would make an interesting case. Hey, I didn't do it. So much for risking your life for art. The guitar serenade is ruined. Ruined! Well, let's try to talk to him at least. I'm not sure that's the best move right now. I don't think we have a choice. I think Grumpy looks good on him, though. You mean the guitar? That wasn't part of the act? Part of the act? Who'd burn up a guitar on purpose? I think 21 Pilots is famous for, like, setting a car on fire during their show. Like, get with the program. But it worked really well with the lyrics just then. Burning on in my heart. Fire. Burn my love away, all away. Wait. You think the audience thought it was... Sounds like you got lucky. They probably thought it was part of the act. At least I did. He got lucky and he didn't even realize it. Anyway, the guitar was the Ferrari of guitars. All the speed, all the sound, and all the price. What do you mean the speed? How is a guitar fast? It's the user. That's user input, my guy. If I burned one of those at every show, I'd go broke. Unusually frugal for a rock band. I don't know, the instruments can get pricey, my guy. Try saying that to Mr. Gavin. Tongue. Today's been one disaster after another. My hog won't run again. My guitar case is broken. Daddy told me there'd be days like these. It's not a bad day for you, Trucy. It seems like your day's going fine. Oh, wasn't La Mirore's song incredible? You worked on it too, right, Mr. Gavin? Ah, yes, thanks. It was a collaboration. I wrote the lyrics, and she wrote the melody. You know, I was surprised she could sing in English. I'm sure she practiced a long time for the day. Ah, here. That was the whole song. The whole song was like less than 8 lines long, and you needed an intermission after? That seems a little excessive. A lyric sheet is yours. Oh, okay. Signed by myself and La Mirror. Oh wow, thanks so much. All I ever get to sign are client defense agreements. Dude, if you're upset about your career path, what are you, like, 20? You got a chance to change around. Oh, I can't look at Apollo. Damn. Oh, so he's actually a kid. Okay. Okay. Virginia. Okay. Pretty sure that's a fake country. Okay. They didn't just put his first name on there like everybody else's. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. Oh, Trucy's only 15? Okay. We don't get to learn how old Apollo is. Interesting. Alright, lyric sheet added. But what was the crime? There has not been a murder. Almost time for the third act of the night. There's more? Yeah. La Mirar's part's done. Now it's time for us to drop our groove again, yeah? Hope you're ready to catch it. Ready, Apollo? I think I'll pass. Huh? I like the bit with La Mirror, but the rest could use a volume knob turned way down. Apollo, you are no fun. Ah, Apollo, you're getting old. Oh, well, there we go. He did answer my question. And does 22 qualify as old to a 15-year-old? Yes, of course it does. If somebody's old enough to be your high school teacher while you're in high school, they're old. Oof. Oh no, what does that make me then? Oh dear. I'm ancient if 22 is old. Well, I'm going. Trucy, who's driving you home? The old folks rest backstage. You're older than I am. How old is Clav? 24? Okay, barely. Alright, can we look around? Police-inspired uniform? A pair of handcuffs. One of the band members must like the police. Must be Mr. Gavin's bad influence. Thought rock and roll was all about being rebellious. You make a compelling argument. There's graffiti on the mirror. In lipstick. Wait. But the Gaviners are all guys. They're rock stars, man. Maybe Prosecutor Gavin wears lipstick? Okay, and? Bruh, dude, it's 2007. Get with the program. A delicious bowl of stew? I'm used to, like, cupcakes and junk food being backstage for these type of bands. Oh, made of plastic. The bottom of the bowl has a G on it. They sell these at concerts? Whatever happened to t-shirts? Alright. That's an odd guitar. The design is that character I saw in the hallway, but with sunglasses. That's the, like, police mascot. The Blue Badger? Strange mascot. He looks like he's crying. How unfortunate. Swim with rock about crying. Often. They should name this guy Emo? Why should they do that, Apollo? If you want to talk music with crying, then probably a better direction. The guitar looks like it was made out of a cop car door. That's right. Brucey's not here to set me straight. Now I feel kinda lonely. You did abandon her. Postcard of La Mirror. Can't read a single word of the sentence at the bottom. Trucy might want one of these. I'll show it to her next time we're here. What am I supposed to be looking at? Chains dangle from the ceiling. They aren't glimmerous, but I bet Detective Sky had something to say about them. If they're only performing one night, why do they, like, decorate the dressing room? An old-fashioned speaker hangs from the ceiling. That must be to monitor what's happening out on stage. I think we had the same kind for my school's PA system. Probably a little better quality, judged based on what I've heard of school PA systems. That police officer looks ready to rock. Some kids must see this and actually want to be cops. Only the stupid ones. Somehow I don't think a rocking defense attorney would work too well. I don't know, but Prosecutor Gavin's kinda got it figured out. Can I move? Okay, I was supposed to move. I was hoping to trigger something in there, but... Hey, it's you! The Wright kid! Detective Sky. I'll let the Wright kid business pass. Call me Emma. There's no need for titles once you've shared a bottle of fingerprinting powder. It was kind of more like a... I guess it was kind of looked like a pill bottle, so like I said, that's alright. That's a new one. So, Emma, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm snacking. What a respectable woman. Ooh, I picked up, some of the new Pringles flavors the other day, specifically the beer-battered, onion ring ones. They have a whole bunch of beer-battered ones released for, 4th of July here in the States, and the onion ring ones, they kind of taste like what I wished Funyuns tasted like. Every time I see a bag of Funyuns, I'm like, ooh, delicious! They're going to create the taste of an onion ring within the crunchiness of a chip, and then every time I'm disappointed. So, these Pringles were superior to that. You think I want to be here? Me, in charge of security in this pit? Security? Something happened? There's no knowing with that glimmerous fop. Apparently, he's all upset because something was stolen. He wanted security back here during the concert. Where does he get off acting like he's some big rock star? Well, there hasn't been much security. Apollo and Trucy were able to get back there. He is a big rock star. Hey, are you listening to me? So, where's the door here lead to? This one? That's La Mirror's dressing room. Don't even think of going in unless you want a piece of snack ooze in your face. That doesn't actually sound that threatening. I'll totally take that. Is she ever in a good mood, I wonder? Alright. What's happening with you, Emma? Emma? Vehemence. Alright, I'm gonna add that to the vocab. Better give her a wide berth. She snack-ooed me. This is the best day of life. Of my life. Is she just gonna crunch? Yeah. Yeah, I'm noticing a theme. Why let me ask questions? Alright, can I examine out here, I guess? tour poster? Why would they need a tour poster backstage? No, it doesn't make sense, Apollo. When here, it's already here. Why advertise to them? Thank you, Emma. People like to see the poster at the concert. It's part of the experience. Yes, but this isn't where the people go. Do you have to find fault with everything I say? Yes. Apollo, I think you deserve to get snacked there. You were right, but... Here. Is the blue badger there? What's the odd-looking doll over there? Oh, that's the blue badger. Could you try either talking or munching, but not both? Apollo, that's the rudest damn thing I ever heard. You gotta respect women. And their snacking habits. I do speak snackoos. If she wants to talk to me, that's perfectly fine. Oh, there's something on the floor there, here. What's this? Some kind of headset earpiece? Why would someone leave this in the hallway? Because they fall out and your ears are a little greasy and you're sweaty. Maybe La Mirora's bodyguard dropped it? But, like, all the singers all the musicians are going to be having earpieces in, too. Apollo, this is the rudest you've ever been. If you think you're going to pull me away from my snacks just to hear your mumbling, on and on about whatever, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Thank you. Stand up for yourself, Emma. At least I had to stop munching. Alright, they're travel cases. It's a pretty sturdy looking box there. Maybe it's an instrument case. There's a guitar next to it. Don't even think about taking that. I don't think I could even carry it. That's for the roadies. Those boxes are pretty sturdy. I don't know what else we can look at. Are we just gonna have to move back? Move back into the dressing room? No? What do we have to examine to move the plot along? Can I present anything to her? I can't imagine she has anything interesting. Yeah, no. She does not care. As expected. Bottomless bag of snacks? Now you're talking my language. Alright, examining. What else? Can we look at the doors? Or the governor's dressing room. Don't play smart with me. Alright. Alright, same dealio. Okay, that's what I needed. There we go, we've triggered the event. Was that a gunshot? Oh, it's probably pyro or specialty effects, like... Frankly, a lot of concerts get loud enough you would struggle to hear a gunshot over them. Out of my way! Emma? Let me roar, let me roar. It's not locked, I'm going in. Oh, is it happening in the side of the door? That's why they could hear it. Okay. Alright, Lamoura's dressing room. What's that awful noise? Oh, it's the concert. Beep! I guess that's just... How is it more... like... Not legible, but hearable from inside the room than out in the hallway. Oh dear. He looks dead. Lamoura's manager. Mr. What's-his-name? Was it like Latouche or something? We can figure this out quite easy, man. Latouche! Oh no. Hey you. Me? Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. Yeah, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? And don't touch anything! I'll be right back. Alright, is that the gun next to him? Alright, what's going on? I had just talked to him and now... Oh, he's still kicking. He's alive. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Shot. We surmised that, bud. You trying to write something? Who shot you? I don't know. Ask. Ask what? Ask witness. Witness? There was a witness? Who? Cold. So cold. Witness. Is he doing his, like, Shakespeare monologue here? You're cold? Don't worry, you're gonna be fine. Help is on the way. Can't see. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness? The witness is... Siren? Siren. How can a siren witness anything? Mr. Latouche. Yikes, Emma? What was that? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? Huh? No? Could have sworn I heard a door close. Concert's been cancelled. Backup's on the way. Is Mr. Latouche? Emma, no, the show must go on. Like, literally. You can't just stop the show. He's dead, isn't he? That's terrible. I lost him. Okay, can we tell Emma he was alive for a second? Romaine Latouche. Romaine lettuce. I got it. I got the pun. I have understood the pun. The pun happened in my brain. I got it now. Oh boy. And I heard his last words. The witness is the siren. Whatever that means. I mean, honestly, he was babbling nonsense, probably, from the blood loss. Okay. Venue's locked down. We took names and addresses before letting the crowd go. Good work, Darian. Is it Darian or Darian? Oh no, Darian. I'll let you know if I find out anything about the victim. Kind of like, is that like a shark, skin-tight shark suit type deal? Alright, later. It's investigation time then. Yeah, Fraulein Detective? I don't need some rock and rolling prosecutor to tell me that. One request I must make. Tell no one, on staff or otherwise, anything of this. Ooh, a gag order. No word gets out, other than Mr. Latouche is dead. No word of the cause of death, or of the murder. Tell no one. Not even La Barore? Not even her. We must keep everything under wraps. Oh, and one other thing. I'll need your signatures on this, her forehead. Hers too. Yours too, Fraulein. On that? An investigation request? Why just us? You two are civilians. It's standard procedure. That should be okay to sign, I think. No, I want my lawyer first. Alright. Can I look at it? Just got started with the investigation. No, let me look at the things first. To ensure the efficiency and secrecy of our investigation, the bearer is hereby ordered to speak to no one outside the investigation concerning the details of the case. Oh, okay. No, we're not signing anything. We are simply acknowledging that we can't talk about the events. Same deal as when you going for jury duty. Alright, cool. On it already. Yeah, I trust Emma with this way more than anybody else in this room. I'm just more worried that she's gonna get snack dust on the murder scene. And one tip for you. Me. Try not to get the Fraulein Detective's way. She's in a foul mood today. I think she always is. Gee, I wonder why. She had to go to your concert, and she hates you. Alright, we were all questioned as witnesses. Oh dear, something going wrong on the Twitch? Okay, I'm only having issues on the Twitch end, not on the YouTube end. Let me see if I can just reload it. Uh-oh. Not good, not good. Internet's not out, though. What's happening on OBS? No issue there, it's just Twitch. Interesting. Let me see if that's loading back up. Nope, not in the slightest. Nope, but... Okay, no, everything else is loading correctly, just Twitch. Twitch.tv? Hello, Twitch.tv? Alright, she's starting to load back up. Okay. Atta girl. Let me see if I can get back into there then. Sorry for that interruption. I'm not sure if that was just me or an everybody thing. Okay. Looks good. Y'all good? Alright, yeah, the Twitch page I ended up with still not loading, but back in it seems fine. I don't know what that's about. Alright, well, sorry for the interruption. And now none of us can go home. Excellent. We'll investigate, alright? Our way. Somehow I don't see us getting back to that crime scene anytime soon. Trucy, you didn't even see it, did you? Still can't believe I was there when it happened. Not an experience I care to repeat anytime soon. It's no time for navel gazing? Like, belly button? What? I'm unfamiliar with this turn of phrase. Alright, let's crack this case. I worry about Trucy, and her obsession with belly buttons, clearly. She seems to have a very loose idea of what it means to be an attorney. Of course, that's not surprising, considering who her father is. Yeah, that was my next thought, too. Something the matter? No. Let's get cracking. Last I checked, attorneys don't really investigate cases. I'm the only one who was there. The only one who heard Mr. Latusse's last words. Yeah, we were just there. You don't need to give me a flashback this soon after. First order of business is to find out what he meant by siren. Okay. I guess we can start examining that earpiece now. That seems significant. What's that? It looks like some kind of future phone. Not a phone, a transceiver. It's called a headset. I think it's just an earpiece unless you have the full headset. Alright, what's a headset doing on the floor? Wait, do you think Mr. Latousse might have been wearing it? Like one of those bodyguards? I don't think he was wearing when we first met. He definitely was. The LED on this thing is lit. It must be on. Like, I remember the cord coming down from his ears. So let me see if his profile picture his profile picture literally has one in. I'm not crazy. I mean, obviously the most notable thing was the beard, but he was wearing an earpiece. Okay. He said something about a guitar case breaking, but nope, that's not what I wanted the poster. I love that name. Guilty as charged. Seems kind of negative to me. Well, why don't we do the opposite? Magician Trucy presents The Innocent is Charged tour. Loses its impact, doesn't it? Alright. Don't know if there's much more we can get out of here other than the earpiece. Can we move into the other rooms? Oh, we can go to the stage now. Well, I would like to do that. Alright, July 7th, in the wings. Stage looks empty. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to Prosecutor Gavin. Oh well, nothing to do but go to the crime scene, I guess. I guess? No, I want to look at the stage. I didn't see a full piano out earlier. Why is there mixing equipment on stage? You normally do that off stage so that way you can hear what the audience is hearing. Because here, that's one of your speaker racks up here. They are behind the speaker racks. They can't properly mix for what the audience is hearing if they're behind the speakers. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm accusing this game of the very big stupid. Shouldn't pretend to be sorry if I am not. Alright, is the guitar case that broke? Alright, now that's a big instrument case. That's a case for a contrabass, I think. We really just call them upright basses here. You could fit 20 violins in there, I bet. I doubt it, not without smushing them. May look like a violin, but it's a completely different instrument. Also, not really true. You could fit 5 Trucies in there, I bet. God, the basement I'm in right now, literally used to have multiple upright basses in it. Yeah, I think that case still has a bass guitar, though. A lot of instruments down here. Oh, I'm in a basement with storage, so it's inevitable. You comparing me to an instrument? I wonder who left it sitting open like that. Well, why would you close it if it doesn't have the guitar in it? You kind of just leave it open. Alright. What do we have to say about the piano? Wow, that piano looks so much bigger close up. Your dad plays piano for a living. Machi played so beautifully. Yeah, like a real pianist. That's just silly, Apollo. How can you call someone as good as Machi a pianist? Why, that's like throwing him in the same class as Good thing Mr. Wright didn't hear that one. That's true enough. Yeah, I guess we can look at the guitars. Alright, no, that's gonna be the same conversation. No, Trucy, I'm not calling you a contrabass. Alright, can we learn anything about our LED screen back here? What a big stage! It's on a whole other scale than the Wonder Bar. The lights were so bright, I couldn't see the whole first part of the concert. I'd love to do my act on a stage like this someday. Just hold back on the lights. For my eyes' sake, please. Well, Trucy's literally doing an illusion thing. You don't necessarily want the audience to be able to see clearly. You'll be too blinded by my magic to worry about the lights. There we go, compelling argument. You probably don't want to blind the audience if you plan on showing them magic. No, Apollo. You probably do. Alright. Can I look at the drum set? Nope. Okay, I cannot. Can I look... So those... I'm gonna guess that are my, like, all the mic receivers down here. So what can I learn about this equipment? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Look at all these electronic devices. Give me a closer look at them and I'll tell you what they are, Apollo. I'm guessing they have something to do with sound. Damn, bro. Oh, wait, is Twitch acting up again? Wait, now YouTube is too. Huh. Let me see if I can reload everything. I'm not sure what's going on today, because it was... Here, let me check OBS. Oh, no, now it's live on YouTube again. Okay. Okay. Everybody, we're all good? I really don't know what's going wrong because it hasn't, like, fully stopped. So I can't, like, troubleshoot based on that. YouTube is... Wait, hang on, that's something. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, that gives me some info, I think. OBS. What is wrong? No errors on OBS, no issues. No understand. I don't... Is that it? Is it working now? My internet looks fine. Huh. Alright, well, we'll get at least through this first day of investigation. Alright, well, you know, worst case scenario. The stream is not great, but I'll still have the video, and that'll go up on YouTube tonight. I guess we can fiddle. Fiddle with what, Trucy? Don't touch that! Healthy curiosity is the key to a good investigation. How do you expect her to learn the sound equipment if she can't play with it? When in doubt, fiddle. That's what Daddy always says. I don't know if I like that connotation coming from Phoenix. Oh, now everything is on point. Now everything is working across all services. Girl, I don't know. I really don't know. It was storming really hard earlier today, so I was worried about power outages tonight, but it's been perfectly clear. They should require parental testing, clearly. Oh, I thought he was talking about the audio equipment should, like, require parental locks. No, he's saying Phoenix should not have been allowed to have a kid. Okay, understood. I mean, I don't agree, but I understand what he's saying now. Alright, yeah, nothing too new there. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to go back to the dressing rooms. Huh, that can't be the full board they're using for a whole show. Maybe that's just in-ear mixing? Normally that's done by the same person, but... I don't know. Seems inefficient to not have it done by the same person. That board was the kind you use for, like, conferences, not for a concert of this magnitude in this type of location that's made for that sort of spatial audio. Alright, well, we can go back in the Gavineer's dressing room. Okay, that's something new. Looks like nobody's here. Prosecutor Gavin's probably busy with the case, too. No rest for the wicked. Gavin seems fine. I don't know if it's fair to call him wicked. No rest for us either. Let's get rockin'. Don't see anything new. I guess there's the chance that Trucy will comment on something else we didn't see, but I'm not seeing it. I'll go back if we don't move it forward on our own. Let's try to get back to La Miroir's dressing room. Okay. This is probably more significant. Oh, it's you. Figured you'd come. You have to let us investigate the scene. You can't say you have to and then end it with please. That's not how that works. Yeah, your attorneys know. Shouldn't you wait until you have a client? Latus did tell me to ask the witness, the siren. With his dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count? Glare at me all you want, you'll get no snacks from me. I'd lied, this is not the best day of my life, this is the worst day of my life. Emma is not sharing her snacks. Please? Think of poor La Miroir. She doesn't even know why he died yet if Clavier had his way. I both suppose you did find the body with me. That doesn't give him the right to investigate. Alright, let's get to it. Right. Just try not to touch anything on it. She's letting us look! And she's not munching her snacks! Well, yeah, because she doesn't want to get the snack gunk on the crime scene. This bodes well. There are clues here, I can feel it. Leave no hanger unhung, no spot unspotted. I thought it was like hanger as in hangry. We were accusing Emma. Alright, well, I guess we can examine over here. Is that a gun there? That will tell us a lot of info. This is the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver? That's right. Big 45 caliber revolver. I think revolvers by definition are pretty small. Alright, wow. Wonder who brought this in here. Thought only police were allowed to have one of those. Are you sure we're in America? Why are you giving me that look? I didn't do it. It didn't... Listen. I was out in the hall eating snackoos when it happened. I know! No one here thinks you did it, Emma. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. What have I done? You've been extremely rude to her and her snacking habits, I will point out. Wait, if the killer brought a revolver, it must mean they had planned this from the start. That's right, right? Alright, can we dust for prints on it or anything? I'd like to check that. Oh, we can't dust for prints right now, I guess. I guess unless we find prints and go, Emma, pretty please dust for prints. Right? Is this gonna be a thing where I have to look directly down the barrel again? Oh boy. Not make me comfy. Okay, same dialogue. Not those bullets. My gun shoots bullets. The magic cat. cat comes out of the gun. I can tell by your expression you've never heard of that trick. It's a great one. Honestly, that one sounds halfway interesting. Alright. There used to always be a reason if they let you fully investigate the item in a 3D space, and now that doesn't seem to be inherently true. Here. Alright, there we go. The middle of the weapon is a revolving chamber, hence the name revolver, yep. That's where you're loading bullets. Well, bullets are what come out of the gun, the ammunition is what goes in, because it's more than just the bullet. Revolver. Sounds a bit like Wonder Bar. Especially if you say it really fast. Does it? I guess. You know what I always used to think? I used to think the closest sound to Wonder Bar was one liver? Or one liver? There's just so many words in the world, Apollo. Isn't it amazing? So many different words, so many different people. People like Trucy. Yeah. Well, I'm glad she's got that all figured out. Alright, is this gonna be the same? Yeah, this is gonna be the same deal, alright. Alright. There's no markings on it? Like, no identifiers? That surprises me. Okay, we looked at that, we looked at that. Is this our police stuff? Police equipment here? Alright, this is one of those, things at the barber's? What are you on about? A permanent dryer. Want me to curl those bangs of yours? Apollo doesn't really have bangs more than he has spikes. No thanks. I don't know, mess with his hair, Emma. It's part of his identity, you know. That I believe. Alright, all the boxes of gifts. Hang on, let me check YouTube again. Being a little bit of a pain right now, aren't you all? Alright. Look at all those presents. La Mirror sure is popular. I wonder what's inside. Can't open them, can we? No. Probably not a good idea. You never know what you might find in one of these boxes. Bombs, razors, ransom notes. Could be anything. I'm never having a birthday party again. You're like 15, are you still having birthday parties? It's a little window over there. Like, they're only like when you're a teenager, you stop kind of having those. Interesting. Right, maybe the killer escaped through that. I think that hole's a little small. Barely big enough for me to get my head through. Oh, I would have thought it was even smaller than that. Not to mention it only opens a crack. What? I was just saying it's possible. Right, no harm in that. Except for I'm pretty sure it isn't. You could peek into the room, though, through it. I don't know what else good info we can get. I guess we could look at the body. That's a body, isn't it? Apollo, why'd you bring a 15-year-old into a crime scene with a dead body? That's really irresponsible. Sure is, the victim no less. Let's take a closer look. Go ahead, Apollo. You first. No, you should go first, Trucy. Really, Apollo? She's still 15! She's munching on snack-oos again. Hope she's not too annoyed. Maybe she's munching on snack-oos because she's hungry. Have you considered that? Does look like he was trying to write something. Is that blood? Why don't you examine this one, Apollo? You know more about that than I do. Says who? Something is strange about it, though. Is that what it looks like? That didn't tell me anything. Was he writing out something or no? Alright, I can't look at the place he shot at all. We didn't think that was important enough. Okay, this hand. Is there something in this hand? Apollo, look at his hand. He's holding something. Hey, no touching. You can throw all the snacks in you'd like, Emma. Sooner or later, you're gonna run out of them. You raise a good point. I'm a bit intrigued by this scene. Let's take a look. Ah, see that there? He's holding something. What's this? A keyring? You think it belongs to the killer? Possibility. What an unusual keyring. And what unusual keys. In what way? Well, I guess this one looks kind of like a guitar keychain. This could be a vital clue. I mean, with the purple, it looks like it's probably Clavier's. Can I look? Would like to observe. Doing. Okay, it is a keychain. Oh, but it's also no, it is a key. Okay. There are 3 keys on this heart-shaped keyring. The middle key is shaped like a guitar? I get it. It must be the key to the guitar case. The guitar case key. I'll bet I know who this belongs to. Alright, there we go. That's our answer. Anything else you're going to tell me about that? I don't think so. Okay. Alright. Don't think we'll get anything else out of the body, though. Here, what's on the other side of the room? Is there a reason there's a ladder there? Oh, to make the stepladder joke? Oh, another ladder. Actually, it's technically a stepladder. Well, hello, Miss Fancy Pants. Forgive my lack of ladder discrimination. I'm less worried about the stepladder and more worried about why it's there. Why is the ladder there? Well, to climb, right? Reach something on the ceiling? Yeah, there is a vent there. I still say it's a stepladder. I think you're right, Trucy, but there is a vent on the ceiling. What's wrong, Apollo? Your mouth is catching flies. Nothing. Maybe that's how the killer escaped. That's what you were thinking, right? When we arrived on the scene, the killer had already fled. He or she must have had a way out. And that air vent is one possibility. It's much too small. Not if the killer were about your size. Interesting. I didn't do it. I was cutting up the dance floor at the time, thank you. There's a full dance floor at the concert. Do you mean the pit? I know. I don't think you did it. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. What have I done? Poor Apollo. Alright, anything in the fridge? Doesn't look like it. Wait, are those bullet holes? That seems significant. Are these bullet holes? Looks like it. There are 2 here in the wall. From the look of it, the victim was shot once in the shoulder. The first shot must have missed. But there are 2 holes. Wouldn't that mean 2 misses? The murder weapon is a .45 caliber revolver. That's really powerful. I believe what we're seeing here is the mark left by the second bullet after it passed through his shoulder. Ouch. Sounds painful. I mean, you'd rather it go in and out than stuck in you, as we discovered in the last case. No kidding. I wonder about this murder weapon. Oh, there's stuff on the floor over here. Is that significant? Ooh, pretty. You're not going to say, "Can I have it, please," are you? Oh. Look, you may be a cute girl of 15, but that doesn't get you any special treatment with me. Damn. It's not healthy to envy the young Emma. Not about envy. It's about tampering with evidence. Note to self. Emma lacks a sense of humor. Use caution. You need to learn to respect your elders a little. Something seems so familiar about it. Was La Mirror wearing it? Can we see her portrait in the court record, maybe? And compare? No, I don't have a full body image, only a headshot. Unfortunate. What else? We can look at the TV. Apollo! Look at that thing. It's huge. That's a TV. Yeah, it's a wide flat screen. I want one of those. We'll be waiting for a long time on your salary. Wait till you're as famous as Mr. Wright was. Then dream. I don't think Daddy was ever rich, even when he was in law. Right, just stomp on my dreams, why don't you? Right. We can look at the champagne. Oh, Apollo. Can I eat some of what? Absolutely not. Yeah, but still, I yearn. Okay, there was fruit there? Okay. Alright. I'm fine. They're just having a snack. You of all people should know better. But she tempted me. She's a temptress. Never grow up. That was correct. Okay, we were talking about the fruit there. I was clicking on the champagne. Alright. No problem there. What am I looking at over here? What's this poster? This summer, a Legal Eagles production of Case Closed. Did Legal Eagle exist in 2007? I'm sure they're not referencing the YouTube channel. Looks like a poster for a different show. One I wouldn't mind seeing real soon. You have strange taste, Apollo. I think we've gotten what we can get from here. I guess we can move on out. Right. So we've picked up stuff. Can we go to the Governor's dressing room? Nothing new there. Now to the stage, maybe? Nope, nothing new is triggered there. Okay, I guess we go to the Governor's dressing room and then examine around in there. Because now Trucy's with us. And we can't go to the side in this one, can we? Yeah, okay. Alright. What else can we look at? Will Trucy comment on the lipstick? Someone drew the Gavineers mark in lipstick here. Lipstick. I'd like to wear lipstick someday. Nobody's stopping you. Oh, you don't do that? Nope. Not until I learn to play piano. They'll be waiting a long time then, I'm afraid. Does Phoenix get lipstick because he plays the piano? Police uniform hangs on the stand here. Well, I want to try it on. Nothing to see here. Move along. It's okay, you don't have to go that far to be special. I mean, you're not exactly the type who's just another face in the crowd. Really? You think so? Guess you're right. Now I feel like a meanie for making that my insinuation. Alright, the gloves? Those are some pretty heavy-duty gloves. Maybe they have to carry on hot pots or something? You sure? They are a little thick. Couldn't even stuff a pigeon in those. I mean, she probably is experienced with that. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. We got the guitars, we got the fake bowls. Will Trucy explain that to us? Why is the plastic bowl of stew sitting there? Maybe they use it for interrogating bad guys. Let's fess up to what you did, and we'll let you eat that stew. That's just mean. Gets worse. See if the bad guy confesses, they say. Okay, eat it. If you can. See, it's made of plastic. It's like, you don't know which ones are the real bad guys. Think you need to take a deep breath, Trucy. Kinda lost me on that one. We've got the postcards there. Look, it's a postcard of La Maror. What are the letters at the bottom? I've never seen them before. It must be your native tongue. Bourgeois? Bourgeois, huh? Okay. That seems significant. We can pick that up then. Yeah, let's see here. Okay, we can see it, but it's not giving us new info. We can look at the gem thing too. There we go, something on the back there. Sort of pin fastener for attaching things to clothes. Not a safety pin type though. So if it's not a safety pin, is it a danger pin? I suppose if you stuck it in your eye, then sure, yeah. But like, I guess a safety pin that too. Okay, Apollo and I are on the same page there. Thanks for taking the fun out of my danger pin. You're driving a danger pin through my heart here. Alright, that's all they have to say about that. Can't, like, unlock it to figure out it's, like, a locket inside. Nope, I don't think that's any additional info there. Okay, maybe that's all we needed was to pick up that item. Now, if we move back, we'll trigger something. To the stage, we'll trigger something. Oh, wow! Thank you so much, Ghost. That's really kind of you. Oh, is this a favorite Ace Attorney of yours? This is actually my first time playing through, so I'm actually getting stuck on different things. So great to see you guys. Thanks for popping in. Unfortunately, I think I'm probably heading out soon. So not great timing. I apologize. Can I pick up the earpiece now? Now that we're in, like, an active crime scene? Okay, Trucy hasn't seen it yet. Oh, no, wait. Nope, we have. We've seen this line of dialogue. This is Turnabout Serenade, so there was just a murder at the Gaviners concert. Like one of those bodyguards. I don't think he was wearing one when we first met, but he's wearing one in the court record. The LED thing is on, so it must still be on. Can we listen into it? Can we see where it's connected to? We got a lot of additional info we can go through here. Alright, that's the Blue Badger, the police mascot. Does the Blue Badger have something to do with the band? Well, yeah. The Blue Badger is the Gaviners mascot, too. I don't know if you can just take that. I don't know if you can steal the public police mascot. Go figure. I hear those things really fly off the shelves. Do they? I really don't know if that's true. Alright, well, we picked up the postcard. Will we trigger something new in a different room? We've checked... We can try this dressing room again. Alright. Does Emma have anything to say about any of the items? Does she want to dust this for prints? So this is the murder weapon? This revolver is incredibly heavy. It's been fired twice. You can still smell the gunpowder. Well, we know we have 2 bullet holes, but I don't know if it's actually... We can prove that it's been fired only twice. Don't know if that's a thing we can do right now. That's odd. What's odd? Nothing. I'm suspicious. I don't think that nothing means nothing. No fair. Tell us. Just something about this revolver seems strange. Okay, that seems significant. Strange in what way? We already looked at it and I didn't see anything particularly strange. I'm not seeing anything. I mean, it's fully unloaded, but that makes sense if they didn't have extra ammunition in it. We run back into Gavin, then we can finally talk to him about his keys. Alright. So we don't think that this brooch is scientifically relevant. That's fine, Emma. Can you talk to him about the keys? You can't say that that's not relevant. He died with them in his hands. Okay. Are you 100% sure it's not relevant? The guy died with these in his hands. Okay. So she comments on that stuff. I'm sure she won't comment on the other concert-related things because she doesn't seem to be particularly fond of anything Javier Gavin related. Oh, can I talk to her about anything? Oh, duh. That's what I forgot. I forgot to talk to the only person I can talk to. Mr. Romain Latouche. I finally got the pun, guys. Wasn't it? He was Lamoureux's manager and interpreter, apparently. This is his first time in the country. So I'm guessing he didn't know many people here? Hard to make enemies. We don't know anybody. It doesn't seem likely. Nor can I think of anyone with a motive to murder him. Except for one person, of course. One person? Who would that be? La Mirror. No one here might have had a motive. But she's from... What are you talking about? Hey, it was Emma's idea. I said nothing. Always with the snacks. It's a respectable pastime, eating snackoos. He's a big man. Or was. I don't even think I would win in a fight with him. Don't doubt yourself, Trucy. I think you got this. Which is why whoever it was used a revolver, I'm guessing. We sent a request to the Borgian embassy for more info on him. Alright. What more can we learn about the crime, Emma? Well, you and I know more about the crime than anyone. That makes sense. You do? That's true. It was us who found the body. Well, it wasn't a body when you found it. He was still talking for a minute. Trucy? This is new news to you? Guess that's what I missed from watching the concert. Hey, I wish I was watching the concert. No, you don't. You spent the whole time insulting it. Anything would be better than this. Well, we know the crime took place during the concert, and we heard the shot and entered the room. The killer was already gone. I don't want to be the one to suggest it was suicide, but it's kind of looking that direction. The gun's like splayed out next to his hand. But that doesn't make any sense. You came in when you heard the shot and no one was here? How did they leave the room? Well, the window is too small, isn't it? The mystery of the disappearing killer. Well, we did talk about the possibility of the air vent, that you could have climbed up that ladder to the air vent. But we did say that it would have to be somebody about Trucy's size to get through, which, not impossible. Alright, and the murder weapon. What can you tell us about that? What do you think about this revolver? Oh, well, it's pretty big and heavy. That's right, it's a .45 caliber. That makes it one of the deadliest revolvers around. Even the police don't carry guns this big. Really? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. You don't need so much power to kill at such a close range. It's overkill. Well, he said he was shot in the shoulder too, and yet he still managed to die. Hate to tell you, but people have been shot in these games before in the shoulder and been just fine. Franziska von Karma insisted on, prosecuting with a bullet still in her shoulder. And, she was fine. Shoulder is a non-critical area. Not sure I see the problem. I mean, whenever I go out to eat curry, I order it extra spicy, just to be sure it's spicy. Of course, I can only ever eat 1 or 2 bites. Seems like a waste. And that's not a problem? I guess there's another thing about this gun that's big. It's a lot of strain on the shooter. Strain? Yeah, say if you were to fire this revolver, the recoil would probably dislocate your shoulder. I don't think that's true. Maybe if you use it wrong. People don't design guns that break you. I get, a shotgun recoil can really bruise you if you don't have the right stance, but... And I could definitely see I can definitely see how your, hands would be sore after firing for a couple rounds, but that doesn't make sense that... There's no world in which a revolver dislocates your shoulder. The shooter is a victim, too. I don't think so. I think he's probably fine. Or she. We don't discriminate here. Women can murder, too. Yet the killer used this revolver, and quite well. Guessing whoever did it was used to shooting. Used to shooting a high-caliber weapon. And you're saying that weapons like this really don't exist in this theoretical America that's happening. We are playing the American version. Oh boy. Hang on. Okay, good. You guys can't really hear that. That's perfect. Okay. Shooting a high-caliber weapon. But we said that these types of weapons don't really exist in this country for any reason. But we have talked about how the guys here from the very real country of Borgia, were they imported with the recording artists? Well, that's about it. I think we've looked at just about everything there is. I guess you're right. I know how you're feeling. It's hard to know when to stop. But anything more involved has to wait until the squad gets here. You've been here for a while, they still haven't gotten here? Suppose... I'll go report the evidence. Sorry, but could you wait here till I get back? Oh, actually, we have to... Great, thanks! Yeah, always interrupt them before they say no. She left. What did we do, Apollo? She told us to wait. Right, now how am I supposed to investigate? Oh well, guess it can't be helped. Doesn't, like, Trucy have, like, a bedtime or a curfew or something? Let's go. Actually, I don't know if Phoenix would enforce such a thing. Probably fair to assume not. Time's a wasting, Apollo. Got a lot of ground to cover. Well, that's true, but... on second thought, why not? I'm sure everything will be fine. Of course it will. Let's go. Alright. I assume there's nothing else in this room we can look at. Okay, we triggered new events elsewhere. Alright, the backstage hallway. Oh, you're new. Who's there? Well, he's in a Trucy outfit. We didn't just imagine that, did we? Do you know him, Trucy? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. Whoever that was, he sure looked suspicious. Alright, where are we headed to? Where are we headed to next? I guess we can check out the stage because we haven't really got an event there yet. Okay, there it is. In the wings. Okay, wow, we can return his keys, finally. What is it with today? Problem after problem, Hextongue. You ain't kidding. It's the two leading members of the Gaviners, Apollo. Javier on vocals and Darian on guitar. So cool. I have a hard time thinking of Clavier as anything but a prosecutor, honestly. What are they arguing about? Probably the case. My hog won't start, my guitar case is busted. I really would prefer if you'd stop referring to your motorcycle as your hog. That has an entirely different connotation in my book. My guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that about? Hey man, don't blame me. You were the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part of the song wrong? How? And what was all that tinny playing of yours? Tinny is like an effect, though. Like, that means that, like, something was wrong in the amplification or reverb or something along the process outside of the player. Like, because with an electric guitar, your important thing is about being in time. You don't really control the quality of sound. That's all done outside of the instrument. Sounds like they're having a spat, which means that it was probably somebody's mixing job. Or something not plugged in all the way, but either way, not necessarily your guitarist's fault. One of those differences in musical direction bands are always spitting up over. It's hardly the time. What are you two still doing here? Hiya. Oh yeah, he's definitely flirting with us. There's no other way to interpret that sudden shift in mood. We were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind. Sorry, wait. You were what? Listen, you need to confirm that with the Republic of Borgenia Detective Crescend. Right, anything else? What, did he just call him detective? Ah, greetings. Oh, that's loud. Darian Crescend, Criminal Affairs Division 3. I fear that his hair may make him a less than balanced member of law enforcement. Hello? Apollo, you really don't know anything about the Gaviners, do you? Something tells me that's about to be remedied. Ah, poor Apollo. Alright, we'll go through his dialogue and then we'll return his keys. About the crime, Which one do you mean? The murder! No, somebody set his guitar on fire. Equally as important, Apollo. Oh, that. Today's been a hit of parade of crimes, you see. Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case. Hey man, how you doing? Good to see ya. Ooh, a 20-stream watch streak. That's pretty impressive. Thanks for stopping by. Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. Latouche than I do. Right now we're investigating the murder of, Romain Latouche. It took me a couple more minutes than it should have to get that one. Alright, for now at least. You were the one who found the body, yeah? While we were in the middle of a performance, no less. Aren't you going to examine the crime scene, prosecutor? I'll leave that to Fraulein Detective. Wouldn't want to step on her toes. You would love to step on her toes. You two hate each other. They're not exactly buddies, are they? I'm on Prosecutor Gavin, I mean. Well, what to do next? We've already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin may be right. We might be the most informed for once. Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on the things we found. Like the keys. Alright, I don't believe you, Apollo. How can you come to this concert and not know about the Gaviners? It's not surprising. Why, even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once. I know America exists. The Gaviners aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow. The police? The band? The real police. By day they pack heat, but by night they heat up the stage. They're becoming less of an appealing rock band to me by the second. By the day those lips interrogate, by night they sing songs of unrequited passion. I don't know if I like this description, Trucy. Okay. They debuted 7 years ago with 13 Years Hard Time for Love. But Trucy, didn't you say you bought 12 of their albums? How did they put out 12 albums in 7 years? They must not be any good. Then came Love with No Chance of Parole. Then My Boyfriend is the prosecution's witness. The list of hits goes on and on. Oh, unless they're one of those bands that puts out like 6-song albums. In that case, also bad. And here's my right-hand man, Darian Crescend. I make the melodies, and he attacks them with his guitar. He's a bit of a rogue, really. I don't know if rogue and police officer, well, I guess detective really go in the same line. Heh, this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When a performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into a funk. Just like today. I hope murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert. The concert today? A disaster. I'll get to the bottom of this, and we'll see who missed the cue. The Miss Q. They were arguing about that before. Great, I love nothing more than questioning a tormented artist. Oh great, more dialogue. What's this Miss Q you keep talking about? You heard it, didn't you? From the audience? Actually, I didn't notice anything. See? No amateur is gonna pick up on that. Why does his hair have jiggle physics? Oh, I'm deeply upset by this. Oh dear. Oh, stop doing it, stop! Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs? No, now take a listen to this. Is this some sort of playback device? What's that? A mixing board. Okay, so I was right. It is your board. Why is it behind the speakers? You can't mix from behind the speakers. Okay. Already had my rant today. Already had my rant. It's done. It's over. We use it to record our concert tonight. That's not what a mixing board does. You need recording equipment. Bruh. It's not going to be recorded on there. It's going to be... You could put the recording through there and it might be on that laptop, but the board doesn't help you now. Aren't we supposed to be investigating a murder? And not listening to people who don't know what they're talking about? Well, we've come this far. Might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry. This isn't the recording industry, this is the live entertainment industry. Recording happens in a recording booth, Trucy. You understand that, right? I mean, you can have concert recordings, but I wouldn't call it the recording industry. Alright. This is one of the devices used in recordings. Why were you making a concert album? We're a 5-part band. This lets us record each member's performance separately. Okay. Obviously. You record each instrumentation separately. Normally you record with more instruments than just the 5-person band, though. And you're recording multiple layers of vocals and stuff, and all of those have their own tracks, too. You use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. You can only adjust volume? This is the worst mixing equipment ever. Check it out. Can I actually mess with it at all? There's still like a metronome in the back, though. What track is that on? Wow, neat. So could you say, hear only the drum part? Of course. That's how we'll find the criminal guilty of missing his cue tonight. I'm more concerned with the other criminal. The one who kills people. You want to help in the case? Then help me with mine. Yes, rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Let's begin. First, we bring up the part of the performance in question. So the only point of recording tonight was to call out if somebody messed up. Because you're not recording a live album, clearly. You simply choose a section of the song you wish to hear on the bottommost bar. Like so. Does this thing automatically divide it into BPM bars? Like, okay. Am I getting my clavier Gavin rhythm game? Was something wrong? You couldn't hear it? Listen again, closely. I was too busy complaining. Timing's a little off, isn't it? You see? There. Right at the most important part. And even an amateur can hear it, after you repeated it 8 times and pointed it out. An amateur with a mixing board, maybe. This is a playback device, this is not a mixing board. You're missing the point. We'll never stamp out crime until we're perfect. Perfect. I think I'm the wrong person to play these games. I'm very upset by this sequence. Right. For amateur, you will prove my point. Me? You will find the missed cue. You will tell us which instrument, which part, is the guilty party. But how? Did I not just explain it? Use these sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Then you will find the part that hopelessly bungles the cue. You'll find it with your untrained amateur ears. Nothing to do but try. I guess. I'll admit, it's kind of fun. Yeah, playback devices are fun when you call them the correct thing. Alright, first, a quick review. Use the sliders to adjust volumes. Press the section of the song you wish to hear on the bottom bar. Sliders and the bar, got it. Once you've found the guilty part, press the corresponding number. Well, they've determined that it's on the last of the 4 sections here. Time to rock. Okay. Okay, is this the lead guitar here? The one labeled 1? Yeah, I couldn't see how there's any issue with that. Did they want us to mention that it's slowing? I thought that was intentional. Okay, so everybody's slowing intentionally, okay. I'm failing to see the issue. By miscue, do they mean out of sync? Or... I'm gonna guess it's this one because it sounds a little off. Part sounds a little off. Like, just the tone of it. Why would anybody take a course in high school? How do you know? This part is perfection, absolute perfection. Alright. The guilty part is elsewhere. Yeah, I know you sold a bazillion records. Okay, let's give that another shot. I don't quite what he means by miscue, because he doesn't have a Q labeled anywhere. Does Q mean something different to me than it does to him? Here, well, how about I look at this up here? Maybe one of them's making noise when the rest of them isn't, and that's what they mean. Hang on, let me hear. I guess it's 2? Because, like, there's a part in there where it's quiet where the rest of them aren't. Like, that really doesn't seem off to me. Like, that's just an artistic choice. I don't know if that's he missed a note, not a cue. It was you, Darian. Alright, so I'm looking for a missed note from one section, not a missed cue. I was like, how can I find a cue on anywhere on that with the information given? Ah well, looks like the cat's out of the bag. Well, that's all you have to say? That kind of attitude lets killers walk 3, Darian. Here they go again. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. It's starting to feel like we're just wasting time. It's all experience under our belts. That can't be bad. Oh, I'm gonna have to mess with this thing more. Oh, dear. Still can't get over the title for that song. Guilty Love? Let me see this thing. Oh dear. We're gonna be able to, like, pull, like, a gunshot sound from it at some point, right? Alright, I should present the keys to him, though. Because I have a feeling they're his. I was wondering if you knew anything about this. That? Does it look familiar? Familiar? It's mine. That's my keyring. I've been looking all over for it. What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin? I thought we, like, determined that. I knew it. Apollo! How can you make that I knew it face? This is a keyring that was... Yeah, I know. Alright, it was found in the killer's hands. Alright, thanks anyway. So where did you find it? Actually the victim was holding it. Like he was trying to keep it from the killer. Even if it meant his life. What? The victim? You mean Mr. Latouche had my keys? Indeed. Huh. When will my trials be over? Speaking of trials, I've never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he has been today. Emma was right about the fop, I'll give her that. Apollo! Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today. I really don't think that's... Tell us! And we'll keep mum about the keyring for now. Are you blackmailing me, Frawley? Hell yeah. Alright, another dialogue option. You were saying something about your motorcycle not starting. And something about your guitar case being busted. You're well informed. You mentioned it a few times. Ugh. It all happened this morning. It's all this keyring's fault. The keyring? It's got all my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case. Wait, so the keyring... It disappeared. I thought I'd put it in my jacket pocket. Prosecutor Gavin's keyring disappeared. I had to come to the concert by taxi. How embarrassing. You don't have any backup keys for either your bike or your car? And in order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock. Wait, this guitar wasn't the one that... The very one. Up in flames. And right on stage, too. I actually thought that was part of the show. Crazy. And to top it off, Mr. Latusse's life was taken. Nobody told me about days like these. Strange days indeed. You think. Oh, what's wrong, Trucy? Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First, I'm a 15-year-old, and now I'm being dragged onto all these murder cases. Whack! First, the heart-shaped keyring gets stolen. Then a very expensive guitar flares up on stage. Then Mr. Latousse dies. Yes, and? Wow, Clavier's got his improv down. Right, could it really all just be a coincidence? A coincidence, meaning... Darian, can you make any sense of all this? Hey, don't look at me. What do you think, Apollo? Huh? I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this is planned. Cannot both things be true at once? Sometimes you have a really bad day because the world is conspiring against you. You aren't thinking what I think you're thinking. Are you, Fraulein? I am. What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here. The name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. I think Spike Justice would be a better name. But I guess they're kind of going with that Greek theme. You got Athena, Apollo, and Phoenix. Don't leave us in the dark, what are you talking about? Haven't you noticed a connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today? Yeah. I guess I have. They all happened to him. You know, something was bugging me too. That keyring, the guitar, and the body. So down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy. He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. I hate this animation so much we're gonna skip past that. Fess up. If you're a man, you're as clueless as I am. Huh? No. Give her forehead a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection, shall we? Evidence? I better think of something pronto. Come on, let's see it. What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles? I mean, his car and motorcycle wouldn't start because he didn't have his keys. He couldn't get to his guitar because he didn't have his keys. His guitar exploded. Unrelated. And then Latousse dies with the keys. So the keys seem to be the evidence. But I feel like I'm missing something. That's my only guess, though. The connection is this, right? Okay. No sudden motions, just find the evidence slowly. I don't have that many bits of evidence. I don't know what I'm missing. What do the lyrics say? Oh, stole the keys. That are heart-shaped, okay. Okay. Burning guitar, and then the bullet. Okay, so they really want me to present the lyrics? It's this, isn't it? A lyric sheet? The Guitar Serenade? What's that got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Though I wouldn't have believed it if Fraulein hadn't pointed it out. What are you talking about? Enough with the riddles. Maybe it's a coincidence, or perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Fraulein? I do. Everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyrics of the song. The song written by Gavin. Maybe he perpetrated all of his own dumb. What? No way. Look, just think about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin. Let's list them all in the order that they occurred. While reading this lyric sheet, first, the keyring was stolen. And not just any keyring, heart-shaped keyring. That's right here. When you stole away the keys and my heart held on so tight. This is a heart holding keys. The next, his guitar burst into flames. Burning on in my heart. Oh, a little tricky to read, like that. Fire, burn my love away. And then Mr. Latouche was killed. Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away. But that's crazy. Apollo, you presented the evidence. Yeah, no kidding. So everything that happened here today? This song predicted it all? Or perhaps it was the other way around. The criminal could have based his crime on the lyrics. But who would go through all the trouble? Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you stumbled upon something quite vital. And quite annoying, Fraulein. She looks pleased. The lyrics predicted the crime, Clavier. Seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me. I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, and the murder. The keyring might have been dropped by accident, yet the victim was holding it. Hard to think that it was unconnected. That's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as calm and collected as ever. So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics. That sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? While we think about that, I'm going to get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm going to talk to the Borgian embassy about Mr. Latouche. Alright. Thanks, Darian. I'll leave the pondering of mysteries to you. Out of here. Thank God I don't have to look at his hair anymore. Foreign national, Mr. Latouche was killed. It seems like that would have been the point of all this. But they did more than that. They left us with not only murder, but a mystery. Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today. Maybe this is the real Prosecutor Gavin. We don't get to see in the courtroom. I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor and keep them to yourselves. Yeah, I guess this is all we're going to get from Prosecutor Gavin. At least La Mirror to question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where La Mirror is now? I had her go to my dressing room. With that pianist, Machi Tobaye, of course. She seemed rather shocked by Mr. Latouche's sudden passing. The Gavineer's dressing room. Got it. Alright, so we're going to talk to her before the court case, it seems. Oh, right. Alright, our backstage hallway. Oh, this guy again. Who is there? There he goes again. Who is that guy? Trucy? You know, he did look sort of familiar. So he is a friend of yours? No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember. Curiouser and curiouser still. Alright, let's head into the Gavineer's dressing room then. Ah, La Mirror. What has happened? Oh, you do speak English. I heard that Mr. Latouche has died. La Mirror, you speak? I mean, you speak English? Ah, yes. I was invited here from the Republic of Borgia, but I am not Borginian by birth. But wasn't Mr. Latouche your interpreter? Ah, that, yes, Willa. It was Mr. Latouche's idea. He thought it would add to the mystery, you see. And then your pianist is also. No, Machi Tabaye is Borginian. He does not speak English. Now please tell me, what has happened to Mr. Latouche? Why did he... Actually, Mr. Latouche was Trucy. Remember what Prosecutor Gavin said? Not a word? But Mr. Latouche is La Mirror's manager. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party? Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I'd suspect. All we have been told is to wait here in the room. Very unsettling. I'm sorry, we're trying to figure it out ourselves. Do you think I could ask you some questions? Of course, I'm always willing to help. No, don't answer questions without your lawyer present. She's as calm as she looked on stage. Can't put my finger on why, but I like this La Mirror. Oh, he's still speaking in foreign tongue. What? But you'd be alone. What seems to be the problem? Machi is not good around strangers. He wishes to go out for a breath of fresh air. Would that be alright? Oh, sure, of course. Very well. What is it you wish to ask me about? Is he gonna, like, tamper with the crime scene? Oh, this is a new song. I haven't heard this one before. The Republic of Borgia. That's in Northern Europe, right? I've never even heard of it. I started out singing in a restaurant, and a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am. You don't say. You know, my daddy plays piano in a restaurant. Producers tend to look for talent, Trucy. Damn. La Mirror. You're not from Borginia originally? Were you born here? Well... Oh, is that supposed to be a secret? Image is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course. Ah, yes, it is something like that. A contract, you might say. I'm also not to speak anything but Borginese in public. Image is important, I guess. She's not all image, though. Her songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sound. A painter in what? She travels the world, turning the sights she sees into music. That's the secret to your music's beauty, right? You're very perceptive. Oh, I use your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to pay royalties for that, do I? Stop while you're ahead, Drucy. This landscape painter in sound, too, is an image. Yet without it, my songs would not be so widely heard. They even call you the siren of the ballad, right? Yeah. In Borginese, La Mirror means the siren. I fear that already I was not the siren I once was. Interesting. Your pianist Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll. He's very European. I met him while singing in restaurants in Borginia. He's an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Those two things don't normally, like, affect each other. Soon he came to live with me. It's like a fairy tale, almost. I notice he hardly leaves your side. Yes, well, he is blind. At first, I hesitated at dragging him across the world. He doesn't speak English either, does he? He had never left Borginia before we met. I made his presence part of my contract. Machi and I are together. La Mirror. Together. Always. Mr. Latouche was my new manager. New? Yes, from 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come. I met Mr. Latouche at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard. And as it turned out, my interpreter. Interpreter, even though you speak English. Yes. But we were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan, scheduled after this one. Though I fear that may have to be cancelled now. Was Mr. Latouche from the Republic of Borginia too? Well, he was only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there is much I don't know about him. And now I shall never know. No one will even tell me why he's died. I'm sorry. Prosecutor Gavin said we weren't to talk to anyone. Mr. Latouche. He was a talented man. Siren of the ballad. That phrase was his idea, you know? I'm happy for him that it has become so well known. The siren. That's what he meant. Huh? Apollo? You are the siren, right, La Mirror? That's the meaning of my name in Borginese, yes? It was the name my producer gave me. But why do you ask? It's very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you. What do you mean important? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Siren. It turns out that's a very important word to this case. How? When we found Mr. Latouche, he was still alive. What? I heard him say something. His last words. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Ask the witness. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness? The witness is... Siren. He said siren. Really? I was the only one there to hear it, but I'm sure that's what he said. Mr. Latouche said that? Ask the witness. And you're the siren, La Mirror. Did you see what happened? La Mirror? Might I ask, are you with the police? Well, no, I'm a defense attorney. An attorney. Yet there have been no arrests, yes? Is that a problem? Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think. But La Mirror, we were... I am sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. Thank you! Wait for your own lawyer. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them. Ooh. She witnessed the crime. Why won't she tell us? I believe we are through here. Because she wants proper representation if it comes to it. Duh. She's the only responsible person in this universe. I'm under the impression she won't talk much more to us. Maybe this is hers and she can tell us about it. That reminds me. Does this brooch look familiar to you? Oh, my brooch, yes. Well, it may be mine. Yours, La Mirror? I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see. I must have lost it. Well, that explains the brooch we found. It was La Mirror's. Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it. So this brooch belongs to her. That begs the question. Is something wrong, Apollo? What was this brooch doing at the crime scene? It was her dressing room. That's what it was doing at the crime scene. She dropped an article of clothing in her own dressing room? Wow, how normal. Would you mind taking a look at this? Is she able to translate it for us? Okay, no. Okay. I don't think she's able to help us with any of that. Maybe she can say something about the gun? Okay, no. Well, she reacted really politely to us waving a gun in her face, to be fair. Backstage hallway. Whoa, who's there now? Oh, it's Emma. Where were you? Ah, Emma. Something wrong? She looks grumpier than usual. You bet something's wrong. The impossible's happened. It's all your fault, you know. Oops. Maybe this is about us leaving the crime scene. What do you mean by impossible? Well, it's gone. Utterly gone. What? Snackoos? Oh, what's gone? The body, stupid. What else? Mr. Latouche's body has disappeared. Damn, bro. Ah, Prosecutor Gavin. From your vacant stare, I gather you heard the news. I heard Mr. Latouche's body has gone missing. Look for yourself. Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle. How can you just stand there? We have to start the There's no need for alarm, Farley Detective. All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave this building, so I suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. There will be plenty of time to ponder the whys later. Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin. Oh, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this. How could Mr. Latouche's body just disappear? Well, you heard the man. Well, Apollo, maybe it's because you left the crime scene unattended? Maybe? Maybe? Let's get searching. Hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but... Yeah? See, Geeter's gone missing. It was in the dressing room. Geeter? Who's Geeter? That's what I call my guitar. You know, like, man? Your guitar was stolen? This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geeters. Okay, body first, then guitar. And if someone finds that guitar, please bring it to our dressing room. Geeter's like a missing person, not lost and found, man. Anyone got anything new? Yeah. Alright, well this sure is a... what did he call it? A sausage? You know what he called it. No wait, it was a pickle. And it's your pickle. I told you to stay in the room. Sorry. It's alright. Top priority now is finding that body. You can make it up to me later. 10 bags or so of chocolate snackoos would do the trick nicely. You should watch your sugar intake, Emma. You can't say that to her! She's just a girl. She's a working woman. She can do as she pleases. Alright. You look at the Gavin years. Wait, is that one we were just in? No, we were in the other one. Nothing there. And I guess we go to the stage. Till we trigger the court case. Alright, the wings of the stage. Anything seem different to you, Apollo? Something is definitely different here. Let's check it out. What is different? I think I'm missing something. Wait, was the platform extended before? I don't remember. The stage there must have been lowered before. That's the tower that La Mirror and Prosecutor Gavin were singing on. Someone must have raised it. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about that ladder there against the wall? We could use that to take a look up top. Maybe we should get Emma? What are you talking about? We have to see this sort of thing for ourselves. I'm not so good with heights. Stop whining and start climbing. Ugh. Sorry, Apollo, that's showbiz. It's mostly ladders and catwalks. It didn't look that high from below, really. When we got to the top, I felt every one of those 20 feet down. Of course, I wasn't thinking about my height anymore. Not after what we found up there. We found two things we were looking for, and one thing we never expected to find. The body, guitar in hand, and the pianist, Machi Tobaye. He dead? They aren't gonna kill a kid in this game, are they? Alright, July 8th. This must be the next day. Wow, that concert last night sure was himself in a hurry. No kidding. Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Oh, so he wasn't dead, okay. Don't look at me like it's my fault. Machi Tobaye, the blind pianist. Arrested on suspicion of murdering Romain Latouche. Can't believe such a cute little boy would do something so horrible. Guess they had proof of some kind. What proof could possibly prove that? Morning. Dude, I want this kind of music to like, turn up anytime I walk into a room. If only. Prosecutor Gavin? What a night, eh? I apologize for being so upset. Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at him like it's his fault either. It was tough for me too. Performed together that night after all, yet. The powers that be say that, given the circumstances, it could have only been him. What do you mean by the circumstances? He was on stage when the murder took place. La Mirror was invited from Borgny as an ambassador of goodwill. It is vital this case be wrapped up swiftly. That's all the powers that be want, really. Well, those are circumstances, alright. But what makes Machi the only possible suspect? Her forehead. We seem to have forgotten that you were talking to the prosecution. The enemy. Oh, right. I think I like this side of Prosecutor Gavin better, actually. I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of this case. Especially not to the defense attorney. But you guys should really be working on even ground. That's how court cases work. You can't obscure evidence from the other party. What did you say? Me, the defense attorney? That's what I came to tell you. He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your services. You mean Machi? Machi wants me? Well, can we get an interpreter? This is what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going. Right? Good luck. I'm off to question La Mirror. Right. Later? Oh, I'm up for this. Oh, so we still don't have a court case. We actually get to talk to the victim, or the defendant before the court case? That's crazy. We never get that. Well, I just don't get it. I refuse to believe like a cute little kid like that could do something so terrible. He's a year younger than you. You said that already. Machi, everything's gonna be okay. We're here for you. Hi, maybe you can tell me about last night? Didn't we go over the fact you couldn't speak English? Yeah, gotcha. Hieroglyphics it is. That was when I realized how tough it must be. A little kid like this. In a country so far from everything he's ever known. Maybe La Mirror can help? Didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him? We don't need a flashback to 2 seconds ago, actually. Please and thank you. Well, what are we going to do? That's a good question. Can't think of anything we can do but go on with this. He is absolutely going to need to be provided an interpreter by the police. How are they going to question him or read him his rights without an interpreter? And hope for the best at the trial tomorrow. Oopsie daisy. Wow, this isn't an obstruction of justice at all. Alright. Alright, well now that we've hit that save point, I think it might be time to take, yeah, to call it for the night. Convenient save point. So, thank you guys so much for stopping by. It was great to see everybody, and I will be back. Tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, we can do tomorrow. But probably not Friday. It's been so great to see you guys. Hugs and kisses. Alright, see ya.